You are listening to Crown Royal Conversations with Annie Mae. This is for the grown folks only. What you sipping on? Good evening. You are listening to Annie Mae's Crown Royal Conversations with Annie Mae. Sorry, I said that backwards. Tonight, I am sipping on some Firefly Moonshine Apple Pie. That's what the beverage is tonight.
Actually pretty good.
That's what Dre likes, fruity things. So, in honor of Dre, it's one of his stashes. Today is a, of course, grown folk conversation. We're talking about relationships that involve sex. And we've already had a show on some of these topics, like friends with benefits. We're going to go into lovers, sex in marriage, sex with dating, same-sex type relationships, and threesomes. So just it's going to be a very hot topic show, very fun show, very informative show. So what you sipping on? All right, let's dive right into it for this evening's show. We're going to first in this segment, adjusting my mic, sorry. In this segment, we're going to be talking about the LGBT community, and they, of course, have sexual relationships like everybody else. They're now being able to get married. It's more accepted worldwide, the relationships they have. So their committed relationships, they have just as many problems as those that are in a committed relationship when it comes to sex. And we're also going to talk about the importance of sex in marriage or in a committed relationship, meaning that it's exclusive. There's no other people involved. It's just that one person with that person. But whether you're male, male, girl, girl, boy, girl, however you want to look at it. Okay. So I think sex is one of the top two things that's important in a marriage, besides money. Okay. And I have, based on research and based on hearing people's stories and listening to people's stories, there are relationships out there, believe it or not, that a marriage they haven't had sex in years. I don't see how that's possible. I think that if you're in a marriage that has no sex at all, unless there's like some kind of health problem where you can't, then you're really not in a marriage. Is that too far deep to say that?
Not on my end.
Okay. So that's kind of how I feel. Like, I don't think I can be laying beside someone for years and not at least get bored one day and say, hey, let's have sex or let's do something different. I think if you're not having sex with your partner in a relationship that's committed and it's been going on for years, someone's doing something with someone else. It may not be you, but they're having sex with someone. And of course, we never want to always assume that our spouse might be cheating, but I don't think it's normal that you should have a sexless, unless, like I said, it's something wrong. But I think if you have a committed relationship with no sex involved, you might want to look into why. There's something going on. I know if you're married, you have kids, things get busy. But after some years of not having sex, a red flag should be going up high, maybe high. Okay. So you might want to find out, what's going on. If it's, people say I fell out of love. But even if you do that, once again, if you buy someone for years, you're laying beside them, eventually somebody's going to get horny eventually, I would imagine. Or you might be...
Indeed.
Eventually.
Oh, no doubt.
So sex is very important. For me, I couldn't be in a marriage or any kind of... I couldn't do it. Because you'd be in any kind of, relationship that you were committed to, and she was healthy and you were healthy and you didn't have sex. Could that be a possibility?
Repeat
well,
that.
How important is sex to you in a marriage?
It's about, be honest with you, it is, in a marriage, it's probably about like 75% of the marriage.
In a committed relationship, is it 1, 2, 3? How do you rank it? From top, is it the top 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5?
It has to be number 2.
What's number 1?
Number 1 is finances.
Oh, sex trumps money.
Money trumps sex.
Money trumps sex.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't sleep on. You can't have sex on the floor.
Yes, you can.
Okay, well, I don't know how many people gonna have sex on the floor on concrete. You gotta have a house somewhere, man. You gotta have your finances in order.
You can have sex standing up on the park or the bench. But anyways, back to the topic is, if you're in a committed relationship, sex is important. People have, you shouldn't deny, when you're in a marriage and someone gets someone else upset or gets someone angered, and the woman or the man says, no, I'm not gonna have sex with you because I'm upset, or I'm gonna deny sex, that should not be a pawn in a relationship that's committed. You should, women or men, if you're upset with your spouse, unless something majorly was done, it shouldn't be withheld as a way of punishment, because that's not what sex is meant to use in a marriage, because God gave that as a gift to each other to express our love.
Amen.
And if you're going to use it as a pawn or a way of getting what you want out of a relationship, then you're misusing it. So let's keep, as far as a marriage is concerned, let's keep the sex or love making where it should be. Okay. A lot of times when women get married, they feel like, or even men sometimes, and I've ran across some men that think that their wife shouldn't do certain things because that's their wife now, as if things have changed between when they were dating to when they got married. They feel like they should be doing some type of sexual acts. Like, have you heard of that? Like doggy style or things like that. They should, oh, that's my wife. That's, that's for the hoes in the street, as they say.
But you ain't gonna see no hoe in the street if you married, right?
What I'm saying is that some men feel like when they get married or when their wife has children that they can't do certain sexual things.
I want a lady in the streets, but a freak in the bed.
Okay.
Just singing.
But some men feel differently.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, realistically, that's the idea. It depends on the person you're talking to.
Well, I guess. But I think, like I said, sex is very important. We have already established that is number 1 or 2 on the list. Don't use it to make your man do something for you. I'm mad at you, so I won't have sex with you. They gonna have sex with somebody else because you don't deny that. To me, it's like denying that you're gonna deny yourself. So why would you do that? In a committed relationship, it needs to be committed with that one person. If you're going out of that, that's called cheating. We're gonna have a whole show on that. It's at a later time. So when you're in a committed relationship and everybody is in agreement that it is exclusive, then if you bring somebody else in the bedroom or you go out and do something with somebody else, that's called cheating in that sense. So I think we're all in agreement with that part. So we're going to go to some more music. What you sipping on? All right. Today's topic is sexual relationships, the different types of sexual relationships. This is Crown World Conversations with Annie Mae. I am sipping on some Firefly apple pie moonshine. So far, it's okay. It's a little cinnamony, but I'll be able to complete it, I think. So the question I failed to ask on my last segment was about sex and the importance of it in a marriage. And the question I want to propose is, how often should we have sex, or people that are married, how often should we have sex a week? Like, what's the frequency of this?
Depends on the couple. I would speak and say, on the average, maybe 3 to 4 times a week, depending on schedule, depending on timing, everything else. I mean, it's a combination of stuff. I personally would say 3 to 4 times a week, and 3 to 4 times is what it is. I mean, it don't have to be love making. It can just be rough. So, I mean, 1 or 2 times. I don't know.
Well, you're actually right, Dre. Based on research, the average marriage should have it say between 2 to 3 times a week.
So I said 3 to 4.
That's a healthy sex relationship in a marriage. And it doesn't have to be like the whole marathon, 2-hour session. You can have quickies, or it could be oral sex type thing. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. But yeah, that's the average. They say 2 to 3. So you say 3 to 4?
3 to 4.
Okay. Hey.
Depending on
It works for me.
Hey.
It works for me.
Hey.
So we're going to go into a relationship that has been more accepting now and more popular. And that is your, I hope I pronounce this right, polyamory relationships, meaning that these are relationships that, and it could be married people. Swingers are more known for this lifestyle where they have swingers clubs where couples go into the clubs, they mingle, they meet someone, whether it be male or female, and they have this arrangement, or couples meet up at their houses and they swap partners, whether it be in the same room or different rooms. They have a marriages of open relationships, or they have the polyamory relationships where it is acceptable for the couple to have outside partners.
You said that is, what is the definition now?
Polyamory, meaning more than one person that you're bringing in, right? But they're in relationships. I'm going to try trio. Threesomes. If you want to get down there, there's threesome. Well, no, not really, because threesome is involving more than one person in the bedroom, like 3 people at the same time. For a polyamorous relationship, they're not in the same bedroom. They're just allowed to be with other partners. Sexually involved, correct. And I guess romantically involved. Also, with this, you can also include, well, threesomes, there's different type of threesomes. There's one with 2 guys, 1 woman, and there's 2 men, 1 woman. So it doesn't have to be, or they have, what do you call it? Orgies. Orgies, where there's like groups of people.
Swords on swords and shit like that. Kind of.
I mean, if you're
women,
all naked, then you might see someone.
If one going in the front, one going in the back, swords on swords. I mean, it is what it is.
I didn't know it's called swords on. Was it swords on swords? Swords on swords.
I mean,
like,
never know. I mean, but every party's different though.
Well, I don't know. I never had an orgy party.
Nah, you gotta think about it. Think about it.
Have you been in an orgy before?
Okay, no, I haven't been, but you gotta look at the realistic thinking behind it. Okay, so if it's husband and wife and they go to a swingers party and they go with other husbands and wives, then that is husband and wives swinger parties. If you gotta look at it for what it's worth. It's punani and penises all over the place. Then if you look at it from other perspectives, it might be, couples with couples, and it might be women with women and men, and then you got a whole bunch of women with women and men with men.
Yeah, so, I mean, it could vary it up. All kind of variations.
The parties could be different.
Have you ever been involved in a threesome before?
No, but would have loved it.
You never had a threesome?
Never. I never even been to strip club.
But you what?
Dated a stripper.
Who believes she hasn't been to a strip club but dated a stripper?
I mean, it's reality.
So you never had a threesome ever?
Never.
Oh wow. Okay.
Never.
Have you ever been in a open relationship where dating to me is not okay? When you date someone, you don't have to have sex with that person. Let's make it clear. But when you date someone, I think you're free to do whatever you want to do. But that's aside. That's another topic. So for the question is, have you ever been in a polyamorous or a relationship that's been open?
No.
Would you ever be in one?
No. Definitely no.
In my research, I noticed that most polyamorous relationships involve more women. Like the Sister Wives. That was like a TV show where this guy had 4 wives and all these kids. They lived in one house.
What is that called? Polygamy? What is it called? What's it when you with more than one wife?
Polygamy.
Yeah, that's
And
part
it
of
is illegal in multiple states because you can only be married to one person. But, what can they, I mean, they can't just, they can arrest people. I think people have been arrested for this, but there's certain cultures and religions that promote this idea because they always want to refer back to the biblical days where, they had multiple wives because they had to, one is because it was security. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not lying
bigamy.
about it.
That's what it is.
But
bigamy.
Is it?
Bigamy.
Okay.
Being married to more than one person at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
So back in the day, back in the Bible days, they had to populate the earth. So of course, you need to be with more than one person. I guess I don't know, but that's what they're basing off of. People that are in religious type settings, they say that's okay. But some of these polygamy relationships or whatever you want to call them, these men are marrying younger girls. That's a whole different type of thing, So,
whoa, wait, I'm confused.
Like, if you go to sister wives, some religion have daughter brides that are like really young. They have this whole little culture thing.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why I think this is becoming more known is because I guess cheating. People have cheated so much. They figure hey, why not be in a relationship where it's okay to do whatever. I think it's a cop-out, honestly.
True.
I heard, it's a rumor, I don't like gossip, but that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett were in an open type relationship. That's what I heard. I don't know. I can't really vouch for that. But a lot of Hollywood people, of course, they're getting this caught in this open relationship and share my love. And can you really just be with one person? Do you believe in monogamy? Do you believe that you can be with one person? Is that
yes,
our nature to do?
I mean, it's in some nature to do. Not everybody's. I mean, I know it's.
I think we're designed to be with one person because, if you go back to the Adam and Eve, he didn't have Adam, Eve, and Amanda, or Eve, Adam, and Joe. So I think we were meant to be with one person, but some people feel like that's not against nature to be with one person, or they feel like they can't just have sex with one person, that they want to have variety. But women are also engaging in polyamory, whatever it's called, relationships where, most men can't handle their woman having a boyfriend or having a lover outside of themselves. But men expect women to be able to be cool with that. So, please. Just saying.
I'm trying to look something up real quick. It won't let me do it. But it was saying... snaps, I missed it. I lost it. Several couples that were in open relationships. They said Jay-Z and Beyonce is one of those.
I think he cheated. And sometimes when the people cheat... and you get embarrassed, you say, "Oh, I let him cheat." I know who it was. The Monique, wasn't her husband? Aren't they in an open relationship?
Yeah. Yes.
I guess I feel like women. We're just gonna accept our man cheating by saying, "Oh, we're in a relationship," but yeah, you're not with no one else but that man. Come on now, keep it real. Just saying, if you're gonna let your man, if you want to consider yourself in an open marriage, both parties are able to be with other people.
Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher. They might be. Demi Moore and Bruce Willis was. Oh, really?
I don't know.
Really?
But I think when the man started cheating and become known, the women say, "Oh, we were in an open relationship and I was okay with it." Bullshit.
I mean, if you say so.
I don't think so. So I think as far as being in agreement that I wouldn't. Well, okay.
Speak your piece. Speak your piece. Go ahead and speak your piece.
Grown folks only.
Speak your piece.
If it comes to marriage, I don't feel like you should bring other people into the bedroom. It causes problems. People get upset. People get hurt. It's cheating. And they're going to say, I've heard so many stories where a man asks his wife, "Can we bring some in the bedroom?" "Sure, babe." And it's a problem. It just creates more problems. Now, if you're single, do you?
I don't think it's anybody in this world other than... I can't even think of
No, there is a culture.
I'm just saying,
group
I
of
don't think
people
there's
that
anybody I would want to
entertain
bring
this
into
idea.
the bedroom for this idea.
But there's people out here that says we're just share the love and we're just all friends.
Because people are like that. You got people that want to live that American dream of having 2 girls or 2 guys.
A problem. Well,
I'm just saying. Have you not seen these movies?
I mean, it's to each his own. I've had involved in some threesomes. I don't see a problem with it. No, let me get that straight. Make sure I say this right. I've never been in a threesome where it was a girl being a girl. That don't work for me because I'm more than enough, so I never had that situation happen. But each his own, I guess you could say. To each his own. Okay. But sorry you couldn't fulfill your fantasy of being with 2 girls. It's not going to happen now, baby.
I'm not worried about
that. It's not going to happen now.
I am very satisfied where I'm at.
What you sipping on?
Let's go.
Yes, for lovers only. Yes, sir. That is one of my faves. Maxwell. Yes. So we're going to wrap up the show with this part of lovers. I think that was what prompted me on doing this topic was the definition of what a lover is based on my last show. A lover is strictly, this is Annie Mae's opinion, is strictly a physical relationship. Meaning there's no dating, there's no hanging out. It's simply a sexcapade. Okay, and there's rules. For instance, if you have a lover, then you have to be available. Meaning, what's going to have a lover if you can't make love to that person? So you have to be available. It could be agreement of it's being exclusive, meaning that, you're not going to have sex with multiple people to make it safe, meaning health-wise as far as catching a disease or STD. But if it's not set up that way, make sure you wear a condom, practice safe sex, okay? Feelings should be very limited, just like with the friends with benefits, kind of similar. It's just physical. So the expectation of hanging out, going on dates is not really the thing. Also, there has to be agreement of the openness that you have with each other as far as, what you don't want to happen or what you like. It can't be, I don't want to suck your dick or you can't eat my punani. All that is to the side. This is my experience, so I can't base it off. And some other people's I can base it off of on my research. So lovers is a very, to me, inclusive, exclusive relationship that is sex-based, that is, when you're in the mood, I can call this person and say, hey, come down. It's more than a booty call, okay? It's more than a booty call because it's more, I don't know if I want to say more sacred, but it's on a different level for me.
I got your topic for your next show, or at least a questionnaire for the next show. Just saying.
We'll talk about that. Have you had a lover, Dre?
Have I had a lover? Yes, I have had a lover.
What was your boundaries? What was your experience with that?
Depends on what boundaries are. I mean, it's not.
In your experience with your
lover.
What did you guys do? What was your experience?
My experience was pretty good when I had a lover. It was more intimacy than anything. More
but were feelings involved? Or was it straight really physical?
It was just physical.
But it was someone that you were compatible with that knew how to get you
handle
right.
business, yeah. Knew how to handle business.
Okay.
Knew how to handle business.
Have you ever missed your lover before?
No.
Do you think about your lover?
No.
Would you?
Now, my favorite lover, I think about her all the time.
Who would that be?
You. Why would I not? Why would that be you?
Are you sure
past
about that,
lover? Past lover. I don't think about the past lover. Listen, I don't ever think about the past.
You don't reminisce?
No.
Oh, bullshit.
Nah.
Bullshit, Dre. We all reminisce. Are you serious? Keep it real. Grown folks only.
Not as I ever heard you on the radio. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, here's the thing.
I don't believe.
Here's the thing you got to understand. when you think about the past, you don't never advance your future.
No,
don't
no,
never worry
no,
about all that.
You've never
I don't ever
just,
think about that.
oh my God. Jesus, sorry. But you've never like reminisced or had a thought about.
What is reminiscing?
I'm not saying you're just sitting here just
Twiddling my thumbs, thinking
obsessed
about,
with this
yes,
thought. Oh,
this
yeah, this.
thought.
No. I'm saying reminisce. You might see the girl, but like, oh, and it's like, hey, reminisce meaning not that
They
you're sitting there.
Listen, it's they lost. I don't.
It's not
think
about
that.
laws.
You reminisce about yours?
Do I?
You reminisce about yours? Go ahead. I mean, that last says yes. Am I gonna get?
Okay. The honest question is, when I say reminisce, I'm not saying that you're obsessed and focused on your past and she just did me so great. But you don't ever think about, or has never crossed your mind of a memory you might have had, or I had some good times back in the day.
Listen.
Like when you with your boys, hey, back in the day, that type of thing. We used to do this, we used to do that. That's reminiscing.
When you're roaming with your boys and you think about stuff like that.
But that's a reminiscing. Oh, you remember back there? Remember that girl dragged you? So. That's it's reminiscing. It's not saying that you are wanting to go back there or what. You don't like your future, but we all go back in the day and
I'll have
reminisce.
to look into that idea and that topic, because I think that when you're saying reminiscing, you're thinking about.
I'm not saying you're in the bedroom stroking your dick talking about, ooh, this girl is my lover and I just want to be with. No, that's more than reminiscing. That's called fantasizing. And okay, I'm just saying reflecting or something like that.
I have reflections, but I don't.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Listen, they're not.
We're reminiscing right now. When I say, hey, I love her. Yeah, and that is you're reminiscing. You
asked me a question. I'm giving you an answer.
Okay.
I'm not like.
Okay, give me the answer.
You had 101 lovers? No. Do you reminisce? I mean, you think
We're
about
reminiscing
people.
now.
Do you think about your exes? I mean, you probably do when you run across them or see them or talk to them on the phone, or if you.
Are they on Facebook and they
stores,
say, hey, my child 10 years old, hey, happy birthday.
You look nice in that shirt. I mean, gee whiz.
We're not doing no comments like that.
I'm just saying. But the reminiscing thing it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna sit back and say I don't have them things in my mind. Yeah, you have them things in your mind, but you don't reminisce them all the time. It's not reminiscing.
I didn't
like
say all the time, but
No,
we're reminiscing.
I'm still gonna tell you now.
You just said right now we're reminiscing.
Think about it. Sometimes, reminiscing about it.
That's the same thing. Okay, look up the difference of reminiscing. Because we need to make that clear.
That's gonna be another topic.
It's not a topic. It's just a word. Okay. Look at this. Find out what that means. It's reflecting. It's reflecting.
Yeah, reflecting on your
right
past.
now. We're reflecting. We're reminiscing.
I'm not reflecting on my past.
Not to say that you're longing for your past, but we're just talking about the past and the lovers we used to have.
You're right.
All that, and
You're there moaning and shit.
It's
doing too much, man.
Firefly.
Doing too much. This firefly, really. This firefly. I think it's the fact that we held this firefly so long. It's like age.
But I think it is a good for me. I haven't had that many, but very few, maybe a couple.
Firefly.
That if you have a lover, it's that one person, and you don't have to. For me, ladies, the reason why I had one because I didn't want to, and I still dated other people, but I didn't have sex with them. So that was my go-to person. So I didn't worry about getting. It was safe. They knew me. They knew how to get me there. I knew how to get them there. We didn't deny each other. There was no hang-ups. It was, physical. It was, if you don't have good chemistry with your lover, then move on. If you're having to beg them to do X, Y, and Z, they're not, that's complicated. No. Lovers are where you can be free. You can be expressive. No judgments. Sometimes even in marriage, there's judgment in there. The same, comparing the two. But your husband or your wife should be your lover. You need to be able to release yourself with this person, be open with this person, because there's who cares what they think, because there's no feelings involved. It's just a release of physical emotions. When you're with your lover, you had a hard day, you go to this person and you just release yourself physically. Okay? Physically. You have your moment and then you'll move on.
True.
So there's secret lovers. Those are, if you're, like I said, try to make your husband or your wife your secret lover. I think that would minimize your cheating. No, I'm serious. I'm not playing. People have
Make me a secret lover.
What I'm trying to say is, instead of having a secret lover, have your spouse be that. Whatever you have with that secret lover, mimic it in your relationship. Most of the time, the reason why people have secret lovers is because there's something that wife or spouse or husband
is missing. It's
not doing, or you don't feel free in that relationship, or you don't feel open. Either put your finger in the booty, whatever it could be. I'm just joking. Tossing the salad. I don't know. But
keep it moving.
It's when you have sex with someone, especially in a relationship or a marriage, I don't think it matters. There is a release. You are happier. You feel better. Sex is a healing type situation.
It's also a bonding thing.
And that's intimacy. Intimacy and sex are totally different things.
That's a bonding
Just
thing.
saying.
That's actually was my go-to question. The difference between, and I can't think of the word for. What's another word for fucking?
Intimacy.
What's another word for fucking?
Fucking.
What's the difference between fucking and
lovemaking?
Romantic?
Well, I mean, if you're fucking someone, it's just like to me, it's like a hard workout.
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I'm just saying that would be my question. What is the difference between fucking and intimacy?
You're trying to outdo somebody. You're trying to break somebody's back. It don't matter. You're not concerned if they're enjoying the moment or they're comfortable. You know, you're trying to blow somebody back out. Seriously.
True.
That's fucking is more to me a physical, sweaty type. I don't care how you feel about it. I'm going to suffocate you, whatever. If you're not comfortable, oh well, get over it type thing. It's nothing. It's not soothing. It's not like romantic. There's no jazz in the background. Put it that way. Okay. You can just go in. No foreplay.
Well, next week's question. Hey, I got an idea. How about you do a toss-up question next week?
It's a poll question. We forgot the poll question. You lost.
What was the poll question again?
Who should initiate sex in the bedroom?
And I guess all the women said the man, right?
It was a very...
I guess all of the women said the man.
They did not.
How many men in the bedroom go say, yeah, I'll initiate all the time? Jeez.
I'm just saying that people feel like the men are the one that's more responsible for, making it happen, Captain.
Same. I'm about to say so smart. The same person take out the trash. Make it
gets the ass. You take out the trash, you get the ass.
Works for me.
I think the trash would be...
So, listen here. Trash will lose. Yeah, boy. Hell, I'll take the trash out even when they ain't got no trash in it. Anyway, best ways to reach anime.
Oh, my next topic is going to be about gold diggers. Dig them nuggets.
Damn, we going that deep already?
Yeah. And men can be gold diggers as well nowadays. Just saying.
True that.
Ladies, watch it.
True that. Ways to reach her. www.dre'sradiocafe.com. Go to Crown World Conversation. Look at anime. You can contact her on her page. Also, you can check out the poll question at the very end of the either the very bottom of the first page or at the very end of our app itself. Also, you can go to Crown World Conversation on the app, and you can also look at the poll question right then and there. She's gonna make a new poll question, I think. What you say the new poll question is? Think of something. While she's thinking of it, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all best ways to reach us: 615-540-3998. That's 615-540-3998. Or download the app Dre's Radio Cafe in Google Play. Still working on the iPhone app. It is in the works. Having a hard time trying to get that together because I need too much information and stuff. Other than that, Miss Annie Mae, other ways to reach you?
No, it's a website.
Okay.
And the next poll question is...
Thinking about it. I actually thought of doing a show where I can just do a toss-up question and just come to the table the next show and just throw y'all for a loop.
You want like a Q&A show?
I mean, we could do a Q&A show, but we'd have to...
We have to get some people to really submit some good Q&As.
Good questions in. So if y'all want to submit questions in, go to Dre's Radio Cafe, go to Crown Roll Conversation, and there I will set up a spot where you can send your questions and stuff into Annie Mae. She will get them all through her email. That way, when we get to the show itself, we can answer those questions.
I have someone that submitted to me a topic. Maybe we'll do this eventually. Let's do a poll question and then we can do a show on it. The poll question is age really nothing but a number? So let me get your responses in so I can have
age
good,
really nothing but a number. Okay,
good, feedback for my next show is going to be about gold diggers. And the one after that is going to be about, age.
I got to keep up with these poll
ain't nothing but a number. Going down ain't nothing but a...
Oh, snap, my old school Aaliyah.
Just saying.
I hear you.
So, I'm almost done with my apple pie firefly. What about you, Jay?
I finished mine a while back. That's why I'm so giggity.
Yeah.
Giggity.
We're definitely getting tipsy on the show tonight.
I think it's because we let it age.
It's been sitting out for years of this.
That's probably been there for about a good maybe year, 2.
Well,
But it was good.
All right.
It was good.
What you sipping on?
We out of here. God bless.